Now you want me to tell you my opinion on autism, since I'm not talking about autism? A fraud, a racket. For a long while, we were hearing that every minority child had asthma. Why was there an asthma epidemic amongst minority children? Because I'll tell you why. The children got extra welfare if they were disabled, and they got extra help in school. It was a money racket. Everyone went in and was told, when the nurse looks at you, you go, I don't know, the dust got me. So everyone had asthma from the minority community. That was number one. Now the illness du jour is autism. You know what autism is? I'll tell you what autism is in 99% of the cases. It's a brat who hasn't been told to cut the act out. That's what autism is. What do you mean they scream and they're silent? They don't have a father around to tell them, don't act like a moron. You'll get nowhere in life. Stop acting like a putz. Straighten up. Act like a man. Don't sit there crying and screaming, idiot. Autism. Everybody has an illness. If I behaved like a fool, my father called me a fool. And he said to me, don't behave like a fool. The worst thing, he said, don't behave like a fool. Don't be anybody's dummy. Don't sound like an idiot. Don't act like a girl. Don't cry. That's what I was raised with. That's what you should raise your children with. Stop at the sensitivity training. You're turning your son into a girl, and you're turning a nation into a nation of losers and beaten men. That's why we have the politicians we have.
I don't know. That was a little bit vague. Maybe we should give him a chance to explain what he really meant.
Savage says that's not what he meant. He says he wanted to alert parents to his view that many people are being wrongly diagnosed.
There are other conditions that mimic autism, such as having a very high IQ or simply being late in talking. And yet these characteristics, or the characteristics of these situations, put that child on checklists for autism, which will often invite a false diagnosis.
Oh, now I get it. So when Michael Savage said that 99% of the autistic kids are just whiny little brats who hasn't been told to cut out the act, and they should just stop acting like morons all the time, what he really meant to say was that they do have a mental disability, yes, but not the particular one that everyone thought. They simply just got misdiagnosed as all. So it's really just the fault of all the doctors.